You've probably heard about Roomba, a robot vacuum that cleans your floors anytime you want using remote smartphone control. Maybe you've even heard that there's a robot mop version called the Braava. I'm Erin for TechGadgetsCanada.com, and iRobot has made some pretty serious upgrades to its vacuum and to its mop, and they can now work together as a team to clean your floors, first sweeping up and then mopping everything down. The new vacuum on the team is the iRobot Roomba S9 Plus, and the mop is the all-new iRobot Braava M6. I'm going to be reviewing both of them here on the channel, but in this post, we'll look at the M6 mop, what makes it newer and better, and how it interacts with that new vacuum. What is iRobot Braava M6? It's a fully rechargeable, automated, smartphone-connected mop and base station. You can choose disposable cleaning pads or, and this is a new feature many folks have been asking for, iRobot also makes washable, reusable pads too. The Braava M6 mop will also handle dry sweeping, kind of like using a swiffer. Depending on which pads you attach, the robot automatically knows what to do. The previous Braava 240 was a great basic mop, and I was using it all the time until the M6 arrived, but it has a smaller battery, so it was better for smaller spaces. The Braava 240 also cleaned in kind of a haphazard pattern, whereas the new one has mapping capabilities, so it can more effectively and efficiently clean rooms. More on that in a sec. What's new in the iRobot M6 compared to the previous Braava 240? The new one uses advanced navigation with VSLAM technology and imprint smart mapping to get to know your home's floor plan, giving you total control to choose which rooms are cleaned and when. The new mop features what's called a maximized edge design to help the robot get into corners and along edges a lot better. Imprint link technology enables cleaning automation between the Roomba vacuums and the mops, so that you can have these two devices, if you own them both, set up to only do the mopping after your robot vacuum has completed a sweep up first. On this new mop, there is, and I'm going to take it out here, a much larger water tank. You can now clean about 2 or 3 times on a single tank of water, and there's cleanser in here as well. It's also a separate and removable tank, as you can see, and that means you don't need to bring the robot over to the sink for filling as you had to do with the 240. The new mop comes with a home base station, and that's for recharging, so that mop is going to be always ready to go, the new one I should say. The previous 240 had a battery pack that had to be removed and recharged and then reinstalled, so this basically means that your robot mop is always ready to be at your service. The M6 has a larger overall size or cleaning area. The Braava M6 robot mop is intended for large whole home mopping and dry sweeping, whereas the Braava 240 was intended for much smaller spaces like just the kitchen or the bathroom. Getting this mop set up is really easy. You'll want to plug in your base station in an area where it has clear access to come and go. You'll need the iRobot app and to sign up for or to sign into your account. From there, you'll choose the hamburger menu in the top left of the app and choose Add a Robot, then select your device. In this case, it's the iRobot Braava M6. You'll give the robot a name if you want, then connect it to your home's Wi-Fi by signing into your network. Then put the robot into Wi-Fi pairing mode by pressing and holding the spot and home buttons simultaneously for 2 seconds. Your app should see your robot momentarily. To get the mop ready to clean, you have to do some homework. Open up the door in the top and slide out the water tank. You'll fill it with water and then add some cleaner. You'll also need to slide a cleaning pad onto the mop, and you now have a choice if those are disposable pads or washable ones. The iRobot app is your control center for your entire robot army. At its simplest, you can turn the robots on and off inside the app here, but you can also do a lot more. You can schedule cleanings either for a single instance in the future or on a regular basis. You can check the history of the cleanings so you know if your bot encountered any trouble while it was working. You can get help, you can adjust various different settings, you can also find a lost robot, whether it's under the bed or behind the curtains. You can adjust the wet spray volume as well and change cleaning modes from extended coverage or light to standard or deep modes. You can also access the smart maps, and we're going to get to more on that in just a second. The new iRobot Braava Jet M6 has smart mapping capabilities built in. The robot will learn your home's layout over a few days after you first get it, and then it allows you to go in and add notes to the map, labeling every room so you can schedule it to clean certain rooms on certain days or to leave some rooms off. You can merge, split, and label rooms as you see fit. The smart maps also allow you to lay virtual room dividers and establish what are called keep-out zones. That's a new feature. Keep-out zones let you draw a virtual barrier around things like pet dishes to keep the robot from spilling their drinks. Let's get to the main issue in this review. How well does the iRobot Braava Jet M6 clean? The M6 does a surprisingly great job at cleaning the floors, in my opinion. I have 2 dogs and they love to be outside, and those wet and mucky paws are a constant presence in our lives. So being able to get the floors mopped every day while I'm at work really helps keep the overall dirt down and the floors clean in our house. There is a noticeable grime factor when I remove the wet mopping pads in particular. The iRobot Braava Jet M6 definitely gets a lot of dirt off the floors. This mop is designed to clean any hard flooring surface, by the way, from hardwood to tile, vinyl, and even concrete. If you would normally mop it, you can robot mop it. The iRobot Braava Jet M6 is pretty smart. It can see its way around obstacles or furniture, unwedge itself from tight spaces, and it's got a cliff detection sensor to keep it from tumbling down any steps. The mop also cleverly avoids carpets, and it runs virtually silently. The iRobot Braava Jet M6 has 2 cleaning modes and a variety of other settings. With wet mopping mode, that can tackle sticky messes like grime and kitchen grease using water, cleaner, and those special absorbent mopping pads. Dry sweeping mode captures dirt, dust, and pet hair using electrostatic force, kind of like using a swiffer. You can tell your robot to clean lightly or to cover more area or to give your floors a really deep clean. As noted, one of the biggest new features of this mop is its ability to clean in tandem with some Roomba vacuums. The iRobot Braava Jet M6 can be set to come out and mop after the vacuum, like the S9 Plus, has done its job of sweeping up first. To get your bots working in tandem, it's back to the app. Hit the clean button and you'll have the choice of scheduling just the mopping action or adding a sweep first. If you choose to sweep first, the mop will wait until the Roomba S9 Plus robot vacuum has cleaned up and automatically launch itself after. The new Roomba S9 Plus robot vacuum, by the way, is an entirely redesigned Roomba. There's a full review on the S9 Plus here as well. I was fortunate enough to have both the mop and the vacuum robots to test out together, and I found out they are a dynamite team. The user interface means it's easy to run or schedule both bots, and being able to have one go out followed by the other is a huge time saver that makes my pet-worn floors super clean every other day. I really notice a difference in the floors at our house when my robot army has been in service. It's possible to control your robots with Google or Alexa. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty on how to do this, maybe save that for a separate video, but the short and simple version involves linking your iRobot device inside the Google Home app. Once connected, you can just say things like, "Start my Roomba M6," and it'll be off and running. You will need special cleaning pads for your robot mop. They cost on average about $1.50 Canadian per pad for the disposables and about $18 each for the reusable ones. Overall, I am really happy with the M6 mopping robot. It is certainly more versatile and powerful than the older Braava Jet 240, and it has a lot more smarts built in. I found all of the features worked really well, particularly the tandem cleaning with the new vacuum. The new removable water tank is super handy, plus the recharging station means the mop is always ready to go. Above all, the mop cleans up after me and my pets really well and keeps the daily housework to a minimum. There is a lot to love about this bot. Any complaints, any cons? Surely folks will say the price is a definite downside, and at about $699 Canadian, it is a tool with a mighty price tag. If you want to read more about it, though, head over to techgadgetscanada.com where I've posted a full blog, and you can ask me any questions you have either there on the blog or, as always, here on the YouTube channel. I'm Erin. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button and give me a sub, since it does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there can watch, enjoy, and learn from. You can catch me on Twitter or Instagram until the next video. I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also always find me at facebook.com/TechGadgetsCanada.